welcome Taurus Gemini to your September After Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Okay, let's see what's going on. And remember, guys, we have a partial lunar eclipse this month around the 17th to 18th, right? Depending on which part of the hemisphere you're on. That will be on that Pisces full moon. So... and that's going to be a great time for manifesting. That is the harvest moon. Get ready to reap those rewards. So this new moon that's coming up, I just got that new moon reading up for you guys, will be on the 2nd. That's also a great time to start planting those seeds to reap those rewards for that beautiful harvest moon. Okay, so making sure that you guys are, really manifesting this month. Not as auspicious as last month, but you still have some gateways that are really powerful and really open. Plus, we have that fall equinox, so that's also a good portal as well, especially for cleansing the space and getting ready, right, to let go of things. So let's see what's going on with you, my friends. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what houses going to come up for you. Best message and best house. Going straight to the 11th house. See that coming out right away. Ooh, using some Mars energy with some Cancer energy. Wow. Hot and fire, right? Hot and fiery with some water. Wow. Okay. See, you've got that Mars energy coming out, which is talking about your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. I'm going to use a little subtlety over here when it comes to this Cancer. The Cancer is talking about the energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, loving. It may concern your family, a mother or a child, just your family in general. Could be anybody, right? But you're going to bring out that sensitive side. So it's kind of like I'm fighting and I'm not giving up and I'm super determined to do this for my family, do this for my children, right? But I'm going to use a lot of emotion, heavy duty emotions. Wow. For the 11th house. Oh. Like, really, guys? Really? I mean, the best house? Literally the best house in the deck? Where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. It's like, this card here is literally the Wheel of Fortune. Right, that's your 11th house. I mean, that's where your luck is. That's where, your friends and your social occasions are. This is where I'm going to bring in my wishes, my manifestations. My prayers will be answered. That's what I'm looking for. Always reminds me of Pinocchio and the blue fairy coming through the window. Kind of like, I wish I was a real boy. I don't know why, but it always strikes me that way the card is made literally reminds me of the blue fairy coming right through Pinocchio's window. So, it even makes it more, for me, right, more powerful, because that was one of my favorite movies as a child. It was just like, wow, right? Wishing upon a star. Okay, guys. So, yeah, gonna fight for what you want. That's exactly what it's saying, with using all of your emotions, all of your heart, all of your capabilities. I'm not going to let this down. I am not going to let this go. I'm fighting for what I want. Wow, look at that. As soon as I cut the deck, look at that. Honoring your path. I mean, you couldn't get any crazier than that. Like, I'm honoring the path for what it is I want. This is me winning. Coming in first place. I'm actually going to put that card right here. Right? Because that's literally kind of the theme that's going on here is I'm going to get first place. I'm the beauty queen, king. This is for me. That's mine. I win. Wow. I say you put in a lot of hard work, and that's exactly why you're doing this. So let's get straight into the situation. Situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Super crazy. Okay, going straight to the beginning of the month, please. Honoring that road, playing it safe. Look at that, just flying right out of the deck right there. You're gonna play it safe. You're like, I know what I want, and I'm not going to go out there. I'm not going to give all my energy at the beginning of the month because I am in drive mode, strength mode. So it looks like the drive and the strength under the Mars right now is just really playing it safe, but yet keeping that strength alive within yourself and just, you know what, just kind of kicking back, protecting your energy, you know, as you're looking for that determination. You have those intentions. That's a card of intentions. It's saying, I know where my intentions are. I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me. Yeah, I'm not going to let anyone take that away from me with the decrease of the loving man. Ooh, it could definitely be family coming in over here. Not going to allow anything with this loving person. Right? It's also friends and social events. You can put love in there if you want to, right? Because no matter what, it's under the wish, right, area. So take that how it is. But definitely saying I'm playing it safe. I'm not going to allow anything to decrease the way that I'm feeling about this loving man or having this loving person. We'll just put it in a person, man, or woman. Right? I'm not going to let anything destroy this. So I'm just playing it safe. I don't want anything to happen to this relationship between me and this person. So I'm just going to chill over here. Maybe you guys have not been on the right terms. Maybe you're thinking about how and determined how to get back to this person, or, right, make dues with this person, however it is. Let's see. But not wanting any decrease. I don't want this to fall away. Keeping your emotions is, you know, I mean, that's right under that Cancer. So you don't want any decreased emotions. You want to keep your emotions right where they are. I don't want any problems. Okay. Keeping everything tempered is what it looks like. Just rhythm and flow. So nothing goes, you know, awry over here. Planning in progress. So as you're playing it safe over here, you have a lot of determination. You might have some travel plans. You have some goals that you want to attain. Might even be a reconciliation with you and the loving man, this loving person. Maybe that's what you're playing safe with, because I'm going to need this reconciliation. I don't want to go back to what we were before. I don't, you know, I want it to stay. It feels like you're stabilizing and keeping your emotions as stabilized as possible. Magician, taking action where action is needed. It's almost like I'm having the clarity to the situation of where I want this relationship to be, and I don't want anything to get in the way of it, and I don't want my emotions in the way of it, you know, being over emotional. So you're just like really playing it safe, keeping your self-confidence, really it's almost like taking action when action is needed only. Like, I'm not going to overdo this. Love it. Okay. For the loving man, there could be some forgiveness, some recovery within this relationship that you're trying to keep yourself as optimistic as possible. Maybe, you know, the two of you are doing the same. Let's look at what the loving man is doing really quick. This loving person, because it could be a woman, okay? This loving person, what is this loving person doing? We see what you're doing. What are they doing? They're just being moderate. They're just being temperate. Yeah, see, there's a lot of temperance. Yeah, a lot of temperance. A lot of just staying moderate within the situation, looking at the purpose. They're trying to be sensible about the situation, being very patient with you. Yeah, they understand that there was some loss or that there was some setbacks, and they're accepting those personal setbacks, and they're looking for the self-forgiveness. They're looking for the forgiveness. Right? Because they're in this understanding that this is where we're standing, but this is not where I want it to be, right? So that's where that's like, I'm fighting for this, right? I'm fighting for this. Yeah. So they're just sitting in their quiet power. So it feels like not only are you playing it safe this time, they're kind of staying, playing it safe as well. So you guys are kind of in like your own little corners over here, whether you're friends, loves, whatever it is. But it's almost like they're, in acceptance that if you are kind of playing it safe and kind of you know, quiet. It's almost like they're accepting that. They're like, okay, you know, they're just okay. Let them do what they need to do, right? It's kind of that energy, and I'll just kind of do the same, right? That way we can have the forgiveness. We can have the coming back together. Okay. Getting straight to the mid-month. Because it looks like this is where the grants and the wishes, the friends, and the social comes in. But right now with the social of the 11th house, just feels like everybody's kind of in their own corner. With acceptance of this is how it is. Because otherwise, if it's not, then if I'm not patient with you, you know, then this is not going to work. So they are being very patient with you. Maybe waiting for you to kind of come back around. Mid-month. Mid-month, please. Friends and colleagues. It's kind of crazy. It kind of came out sideways. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, I mean, if we were to do it, it would go this way. It is definitely right side up. But with the friends and colleagues, there it is again within the, it's that fighting for this reason, fighting for this friends and colleagues. But it feels like you're opening up now. You're opening up a lot more than you were before. It's almost like you've done what you need to do. You've sat in your quiet power. You know, you thought about what it is. You're having this transformation. Okay, now you're seeing the increase. Whoa. This is the increase of sociability, the increase of this wish granted, the increase of what it is you were looking for and that you're fighting so much for. So, hey, because you're honoring that path, wanting what it is you want. So now you're seeing the increase. Walking the road, you know, that you want to, you know, walk on. So, friends and colleagues over here. 3 of Pentacles. There's a lot more teamwork and a lot more collaboration. If that's what you were looking for before, when you had with the loving man, you know what? That's what it's saying. You're building something now. You're actually in this collaboration. You actually feel like things are working for you and with you, and that, you know what, everything's coming back around and you're feeling more sociable. Definitely feeling more sociable. Yep. So with the transformation, definitely feeling like you can work things out. Transformation is the progress and the foresight. Understanding the opportunities and actually feeling now that you can move forward for the increase in the right direction, that you actually understand what's going on around you without, you know, having to feel like you're working so hard for the situation. I mean, you've been in fighting mode. That is that strength coming through you to have the blessing with this sun over here. So the increase is the increase in the pleasure, the increase in positivity, celebration, the success that you are looking for, really honoring that path that you're looking for. Feeling like your luck is coming in. This is a card of blessings with the sun. So there comes that 11th house, says, here's your luck. You know, your social occasions are doing good. If you were looking for a social occasion, maybe you needed, you know, collaboration. Maybe you're looking for those extra, you know, if you're running like a YouTube channel as well, maybe you're also making those subscribers, right? Bringing in people where you need to bring them in, having that security that you need, looking for those long-term rewards, having that loving man come back to you where you feel like you can actually build something. No matter what, this loving man is coming back through this, saying, we can work together now, right? And you're saying, okay, I don't really feel like I have to play it safe as much right now, because now I can see where we can go and we can prepare, right, to bring in that pleasure and happiness. True love, wow. Really getting down to the passion of the situation with the strength, the physical energy, that fighting spirit for that love, for that whatever you're in love with, whether it, you know, it's the true love of the person, of the loving man, or what it is you're passionate about. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different, but it's definitely bringing in this overall passion. So you're definitely going to feel this overall passion hit you, and you're going to have new supportive connections. Now that's kind of crazy, because that's kind of leading towards those 3 of Pentacles, where it says you have this teamwork, this collaboration. So you might even have this new, you know, and it could even be the loving man that you feel like this loving person is coming back and saying, hey, You know what? We can connect now. It doesn't have to be brand spanking new. It's just the idea that now we're on the same page. Now we can support each other where we were having mishaps before, but you were working so hard on this situation, right? Whether it's a platonic relationship or a love relationship, but you're taking steps towards really building that and making a new great achievement, a milestone. Really feeling like the connection is where it needs to be, bringing in what you want. That's bringing in that wish fulfilled, because you're saying this is where my wishes are. And I'm feeling that blessing during that time of the lunar eclipse, feeling that harvest coming through with that full moon, and saying this is where the warmth and the pleasure is, and really feeling that, wow, where there was friction and you felt like maybe there was some fleeting success, now you feel like everything is coming back together in the passionate way that you need it to be. Whatever arguments, discord, friction you felt, right? And if this is on a, well, I'm going to bring that in though too. Don't worry, I'm going to bring in the money here in just 1 minute. Okay, because I also feel like this could also have something to do with money. If you felt like you were at loss of money and couldn't find the peace with your loved one or your coworkers or within yourself, however, it is saying whatever was fleeting you, whatever financial failures you felt like you were having at the time that was causing this feeling, but you were fighting so hard, right? You were fighting so hard to get back on top. It's saying now you are back on top, right? It says you have surrendered to the situation and taken the sacrifice that you need, right? By clearing the boundaries and finding what's good for you. On a money scenario, this is literally saying I've cleared my mind. I have this better understanding of what took place because of the sun. The sun clarifies so much. When the sun comes out, it gives you all of that clarity that's needed, right? So now you're going to be able to feel like you're justified. Feel like, you know what, I'm where I'm supposed to be. There's going to be a lot of clear communication coming through. Okay, and you're going to feel that increase of wealth coming towards you. Feeling like you're back on track. Feeling like you are definitely honoring that path that you were looking for. Feeling like everything's coming back together. On the new supportive connections, you have the Four of Wands coming out, which is saying throughout the community, throughout the happiness, comes this freedom of understanding and celebration again. So there's that milestone. Like I said, the bottom of the deck on that one was the milestone, right? The great achievements. Right, feeling, oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. So the great achievements and the milestone. Underneath the great achievements is the milestone. So, but that's the same card, right? Because that's what the Four of Wands is that milestone. So you are definitely going to feel like you have the great achievements and the milestone. Okay, so you have here was the honoring the path, right? The great achievement and then hitting that milestone. So, I mean, if we put them all together, that would be the overall kind of understanding of the reading, right? So, yeah, definitely feeling you're doing that. It's going to take some steps, right? Like I took the steps to be here. This is where my joy and celebration is. This is where my engagements are. And engagement doesn't always have to mean I'm engaged and we're getting married. Engagement means I'm engaging within all of these energies. I'm engaging with all of these milestones. I'm at the winner's. Look, I'm getting ready to win the race. You're getting ready to go through the portal. Remember, Four of Wands always makes a portal. It always makes that leap. It always makes that new shift. So it's saying getting ready to shift straight into the Ten of Cups. Wow. With the Nine of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups. Now I've got a lot of opportunities and a lot of choices over here with the Seven of Cups. It's saying that now my wishes are becoming fulfilled and I have more wishful thinking because now I can see the purpose of the situation. Right? And I'm getting my rewards. I planted all these seeds and I'm getting these rewards back. So now I actually do feel like my wishes are granted. And I do have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Which is the divine love. The dreams coming true with the rewards. But now more opportunities coming through my door. I'm going to feel like the kid at the candy shop. I want this, I want that, I want this, right? So you're going to have a lot of choices over here about what it is you really want to move to next, right, as you're taking these steps. You might even be making choices to incorporate certain things, right? That's where the engaging could be. I'm going to engage in this situation and that situation, because you still have that Mars really pushing through you, right? And it's really got your emotions pumped with that Cancer. But I love that because it's saying I'm literally going for what I'm compassionate about and passionate about. But I'm sensitive enough to understand that this is what I truly need for myself, my family, my home, my needs, whichever it is, right? But I do love it too because it's saying the loving man now is going to come in and support your needs, see what it is you need, because they already have a better understanding. All they need to do was just give you some room. And it said he didn't have any problems. She doesn't have any problems giving you that room, to, for the forgiveness, the reconciliation, the transition, whatever it is that you're doing that they feel like they kind of, I'm sorry, it does. It feels like they kind of screwed up here. They kind of screwed up. Maybe they got too bossy. Maybe they weren't supporting you, and now they are going to support you. Take it how it resonates, because that's literally what it is. Maybe you felt they were too illogical. You're not seeing it from the bigger picture. However it is, by the mid-month, they're coming back in to say, okay, I understand, and I want to be a part of this. Right? And then you guys have this new beautiful connection coming through. Okay, and with the Three of Pentacles, if it's not the loving man so much just coming through for this new connection, maybe it's the loving man with this person, It's not a full reading, it's just a horoscope, right? And it's kind of crazy. Maybe you wanted this connection with someone else, and maybe the loving man was jealous. That loving person was jealous of this connection that you were trying to build a bond with, because maybe this person's the person that's going to help you, that you needed this new connection. And they weren't seeing it that way. Maybe they were seeing it, as I said, illogically. Maybe they were seeing it from a different point of view. Because you could see that as well. Maybe they were, and you're like, that's not how it works, And they were like, oh, okay. They need to go chill out too, and find that inner peace. Not be so worried about situations. But then they come back and they're like, okay, I can see it. I got it. I understand. I'm not jealous no more. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of swift, sudden action towards the end of the month that's going to change everything around. There's going to be things that are manifesting quickly and things that are in swift change. And you're going to see this huge uprise within actions and results. Okay, so right when you think, it's like the mid-month, you're going to see all of this big shift come through, and then you're going to shift again. Like I said, which is going to lead to more choices of how you want to do things for the Ace of Cups. Intuition's off the hook. Creativity's off the hook. So, but that's just because of this transformation as well. Beautiful reading, my friends. Okay, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.